Hello students, hope you all are fine, and I also hope that you all have gone through the previous sessions I gave you, and if not, kindly go through it and complete all the assignments. Today in this session I will not give you any new topic, rather I will give you only the assignment based on the chapters you already discussed in class 9th. That is chapter 7th, input in Java of class 9 is same as that of the chapter number 6, input in Java of class 10. And similarly, chapter number 8, mathematical library methods of class 9 is same as that of chapter number 7, mathematical library methods of class 10. If you are having both the books, you can compare that the content is same, and if not, and if you do not have the class 10th book, then you refer class 9th book and do the assignment given. The topics in the chapter input in Java are the topics in this chapter are package, different ways of giving input to the variables, and the different types of errors. Right, let me give you a quick revision on these topics. Let us start with the package. A package is a collection of classes based on the functionality. There are so many built-in packages there in Java. Moreover, we can also create our own package. We use import statement to refer to classes defined in other packages. For example, we can write import.io.asterisk. After writing this statement in our program, we can use any class defined in java.io package. This way, we can use packages in our program. Next, you see the different ways how we can give the input to our variables. The first one is initialization or assignment. This is the assignment where we first declare a variable int a, and then we are assigning one variable, one value to this variable a. So this is known as assignment. And this statement you see, int a is equal to 5. This is known as initialization. It means that at the time of declaration only we are giving one value to the variable. So this way of giving input is known as initialization or assignment. The next way is giving the values to the variables using the parameters. Like for example, you see the sample code over here. You see the sample code over here. Public static void main int a comma int b. Here we are passing two arguments a and b in the main method. When we will run this program, we will get one box and it will ask to enter the value of a and b there. And from there it will take the values of a and b, or inside what is happening, it is adding the value of a and b and storing the resulting sum, and it is displaying the value of sum. So this is the another way of giving input, where we use the main method here, and with the help of these arguments or parameters we give the value to the variables. And the third way is by using the scanner class. All of you know how to use the scanner class. Using the scanner class, which we have to first create the object of the scanner class. Here in the sample code, I have declared three variables a, b and c, and in this statement the object of the scanner class is created, and using this object I am taking the values in a and b. Finally, whatever values are taken, it is those values are added, and value is the result is stored in c. So these are the three ways by which we can give the input to our variables. The next is errors. All of you know what are errors. Any mistake in the program is known as error. Right, I repeat, any mistake in the program is known as error. There are three types of errors: syntax error, logical error and runtime error. Syntax errors are those errors which are present in the grammar of the language. Like for example, a sample code I have written int a semicolon b semicolon c. We all know that this is not the way of declaring variables. That the correct way is int a comma b comma c, then semicolon is there. So there is a mistake in the grammar of writing this statement. So this type of error is known as syntax error, and these syntax errors are detected by the compiler itself. The next type of error is known as logical error. Logical error is the error which is present in the in the logic of the program. For example, one formula I have written of calculating simple interest, and the formula is P into R into T divided by 100. But by mistake, what happens? I have written P into R plus T by 100. So it is also a error. Though the system will execute this statement, though the system will give the answer based on this formula, but the answer will be wrong. This type of error is known as logical error. And the third category is runtime error. This errors occurs during the runtime of during the execution of the program. For example, C is equal to A by B. This is a very simple formula. Suppose we are taking the values of A and B during the runtime. If suppose if any user enters A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 0, so what will be the formula in this case? C is equal to 5 divided by 0, and which is wrong. And this type of error, actually in mathematics it will give infinity, and infinity is because infinity is not detected by the computer, so it will generate one error, and this error will be generated during the runtime only, because this will not happen always. It happens based on the values entered. If somebody enters A is equal to 5 and B is equal to also 5, then in this case this formula is correct and it will give the correct result. So it all depends on the values what we enter during the runtime. So the errors which generate during the runtime are known as runtime error. So these are the three different types of errors. I hope this revision session is clear to all of you. The next chapter number 8 is mathematical library methods. There are so many methods like max method, mean method, cube root method, square root method. So many methods are there. Using those methods we can write mathematical expressions easily, which are executed by the computer. So all of you go through with that chapter also, and I have given assignment based on these two chapters. Kindly go through it and do it nicely. Any doubt, feel free to ask. Have a nice day.